Hi everyone, today we are going to do something new. We're doing dipped pretzels. It's going to be 3 pretzels per student. And pretty much what we're going to do is I already melted the vanilla. You guys are going to pop the bowl into the microwave for about 10 seconds. And then you're going to look at it. It's going to still be hard. You're going to, kind of try to mix it. If it's still hard, you put it in for another 10 seconds. So we're just going to keep putting in for 10 seconds until it looks like the consistency that you see in the beginning of this video. And enjoy. So when you get it, it's going to look like this. It's really, really hard. But we want it to look like this. So because I already melted it, it's less time to kind of heat it up. So if you overdo it, it's gonna burn and then you're not gonna be able to dip it. So 10 seconds, it's still gonna be hard the first time. You're gonna put it in again for another 10 seconds and then it should kind of be a little bit watery looking, and you're just gonna keep doing it for 10 seconds until it looks like that. We're gonna take the cup, you're gonna pour it in. Teachers, I would put the students in at least groups of 4. Yeah, like groups of 4. I put a good amount of cups in there, so the amount of cups would add up to the amount of kids per group. And so we're going to fill it up to the line. As you can see, the line is right there. Then we're going to take a small piece of your wax paper, and it's going to be 3 pretzels each child. We're going to take your cup, you're going to tilt it a little bit, the salty part first, and you're going to dip it, shake it a little bit, and just kind of scrape the end and put it right on your parchment paper to dry. So again, salty parts first, tilt it a little bit, turn it, let it leak out, then scrape and put on the parchment paper. And one more time. You're going to tilt it, twist, let it leak out, scrape, and then place it on your parchment paper. So now I tried to show, like, if it goes all the way down to the bottom, you're going to tilt it a little bit more. So that's only if it goes all the way down to the bottom. Your teachers can always fill your cup if you really needed it. Here's another way. You can literally just dip it in and pull it out. The only thing is that it doesn't go all the way to the bottom of your pretzel. It only goes halfway. You could do that as well if you want. And then we're just gonna let it dry. It should dry in about like 5 minutes, 8 minutes. So then we're gonna take our parchment paper, just like always, but this time we're just gonna take the cup and pour the vanilla inside of here. So you see how you would fold it over your hand, kind of like if you're doing a little puppet. It looks like that, and you're just gonna fold it in like that. Only 1 student per group should do it. And then we're just going to pour it in. Now, this is after, don't do this until after your pretzel dries, because if you do it before your pretzel dries or while it's drying, the actual liquid inside your piping bag is gonna freeze, and it freezes very quickly. So please wait until it's finished drying already. So we're gonna take our dry, see how it's dry, pretzels. Right now I'm taking the scissor to cut the tip, a very small tip. Sometimes it's really too small, you can't squeeze it out the bag, so you're just gonna cut it again. I do end up cutting this tip again, realizing that the tip was too small. If you do it too big, it's just gonna blob on there and it's a waste. It's not gonna work. So here I go. I'm gonna see how it's dry, touch it, it's really dry. So I'm just moving it over. So each child gets their own parchment paper with 3 pretzels on it. And see, I tried to squeeze it out. It kind of was stuck. So I go to squeeze the tip and then it worked. But I didn't like it. I want to cut it a little bit more. So very tiny, see, very small. That's better. So now I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the way down. just like that. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the way down. And then you could go back up. If you want, you could leave it, or you could, go up and down as many times as you want. I'm going to add sprinkles to this one. So I go down and then up, and then I add some sprinkles. It doesn't take long to dry at all once you put your sprinkles on. And then I'm going to do it again, all the way down, then back up. You don't have to do it down and up. You can do up and down, whichever way you want. You want to do some swirls, you can do swirls as well. I ran out of space, so. And there we go again. So like I said, wait for everything to dry, and then you're gonna pour it in the bag, because if you do not, it's going to dry and you're gonna end up having to put your piping bag inside of the microwave for like 5 seconds, and we don't want to be going in and out of the kitchen all the time. And here you go, everything is dry. When you peel it off, pieces like that is gonna pop up. Some people like it, a lot of people don't. So you're just gonna kind of break it off the sides. It breaks really easily. You can use your finger if you want, just click it off. And I'm gonna show the other one. For perfect ones, I normally take a knife, but we don't need that. And gonna just click off the side, just move it from one side to the next, and it breaks off. And there goes your pretzel. And here they are, your dipped pretzels. Enjoy. These are one of my favorites.